Evening, everybody. It's a few minutes before 6 on Thursday, and this is your closing comment, video number 1525. And again, I ask, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Okay, so today was a little bit of follow through from yesterday. The futures were down this morning. They finished down, although they didn't finish down quite as badly in the Dow. As they did in the NASDAQ and S&P, which seems to be a continuing story. Um, the Dow itself finished down 146.51, or under a 0.5%. Advanced declines were only 3-2 to the downside, which is pretty decent. Volume was a little lighter as compared to the NASDAQ, which was down 181 and closed a lot closer to its low. This morning when it was opening, it was down about 100, so it got worse there. Of all of the sectors, clearly the one that has gotten hit the most are the mega cap stocks, and the Dow had 20 decliners and only 10 to the upside. Home Depot, the biggest loser, taking 48 Dow points. Visa and Apple both taking 41 Dow points, and Microsoft down 38 on the upside. This was kind of interesting because on the upside in the last couple of days, they've been single digits. But today, Boeing added 62, Caterpillar 31, Honeywell 26, and McDonald's and Chevron 17. So there was some bright spots. What was not a bright spot were some of the stocks that we discussed this morning, although some of them did rally a bit. This morning we were talking about Fortinet, FTNT. It was down about $7 or so, almost $8, and at the end of the day today it was down only 730, or 13%. Another big turnaround was Peloton. When we talked this morning, Peloton was trading $7.18, down $1.45. Remember that they had a miss top and bottom and gave poor guidance. So why did it turn up? Frankly, I don't have a clue. But after trading as low in the regular session as 724, it rallied back to 936. Not insubstantial. Closed at 907, up 44. So from down 17% this morning to a close of up 5%, pretty damn good. Also, Roku, a bit of a bounce here. It's still closed on the downside. This morning we were looking at it at 43.81, and it was down about $10.50 or 19%. In the regular session, it traded as low as 44, but it also traded as high as 53.81, and the close was 52.25. So down $2.07 or 3.8%. But the bottom line here was it closed on the high, which is usually a pretty decent sign. I'm not sure what the news on Boeing was, but for the second day in a row, it was higher. And yesterday, when it was 27 down and 3 up, Boeing was one of those. PayPal reported a beat, but with poor guidance, and the stock is currently trading at 70, down $8.75, with a low of 66. So we'll have to see what that follows through in the morning. As far as commodities, I'll get to it in a second. We put a trade on in silver today. This is the dollar. And, after topping out lower high, lower high. We've discussed this a couple of times. Moving down, breaking this 110 level, which was the spot of the last major break to the upside and support here. We went down through it and then popped right back up. And yesterday was down around that 110 and a quarter area, but turned up and closed on the high of the day. And that was still down 13 basis points, but it closed 111.22. Today, it was all on the upside, again, closed right near the high. And of course, that's a function of uh, the dollar versus the basket, but more specifically, a sign that rates are still going to go higher over the long term. Let's take a look and see what else was going on. As I said, we took a position in the silver. I kind of thought that the gold and the silver were getting down to an area of support. This is the silver. And we have a series of higher, low, higher, low, higher, low, pullback, higher, low. And we closed pretty close to the high. I'm expecting this to move back at least to the line up here, which would be 2030, and 2030 would be almost $1 higher. We are in the AGQ, which is a 2 times leveraged ETF in this. So today, when uh, the silver still closing down, closed on the high, SLV closed up on the day, 1792, up 19 cents or 1.07. AGQ traded from a low of 2029 to 2166, pretty substantial, closed at 2150, up exactly double what the SLV was, 2.14%. So I kind of like that, and we're going to keep a close eye on it tomorrow regardless. If we go back below that $19 level, I'm going to say we probably have to be out of it. The options that we bought at 90, 92, 95 closed at $1.05. As far as the oil, we gave back a little, $1.80 after the recent rally, and it closed mid-range. Heating oil was up 18 cents. Remember, not only does this address heating oil, but heating oil is the closest thing to pure diesel. And so diesel is substantially higher, and frankly, the trucking industry has gotten no respite from these high prices. Nat gas was down 30 cents after being up 65 cents yesterday. As I said, the gold was down, but I want to show you the gold chart really quickly because it hit a very major area and bounced again. And that area was 1620. We hit it here, 1620. 1628, and we had a rally. Pardon me, that's not the one I want. 1622.20, and we rallied in basically 5 days, $110. We came right back down to the same area, 1621.1. 1621.1, and had a quick 3-day rally back to 1680. Today we got down to the same area, actually went through by a little, 1618.30, started back up and closed about mid-range. But in the past couple of months, silver has outperformed. That's why I chose it, and that's why I chose a leveraged ETF. As I said, the dollar was up, Bitcoin was down 20, gold was down 19, the bonds were down about a half a point. and the silver we've already looked at. All right, everyone. Tomorrow's the big jobs number. I have a feeling that it's not going to be a problem. If I thought it was, I would not have bought the silver. All right.